They perceive you as the crazy one. Told everybody that you're crazy. But in the end, people are going to marvel at your wisdom. They're going to marvel at your intelligence, at your smarts, at your wits. People perceive you as crazy because you don't reveal so much of your emotions. You don't talk much. And when you don't talk much, the people who think they're smarter than you, they think you're stupid. And they think you're crazy because they said you have to be crazy. If you're that smart, if you're that anointing, and if you're that anointed, if you have the gift that you say you have, why you can't see me? Because if you can see me, you'll say something. If you can discern what I'm doing against you while I'm sitting right in your midst, you'll do something. No, the truth of the matter is, chosen people are very intelligent. They're very smart people. You discern who these people were sitting right beside you, smiling in your face. You discern, but you have wisdom that they lack. They may have head knowledge, but they don't have wisdom because you know how to use what God gave you when the time is right. And the time wasn't conducive for you to reveal what you knew. Do you understand that people will literally shut down emotionally? They're going to literally shut down when they realize from day one all the information that you sat on. They thought you were stupid. People thought you were crazy. They thought you were crazy because, family, you just kept forgiving. You kept being nice to people who were not nice to you. You kept showing kindness and you kept showing love to people who did the opposite to you. And they laughed at you for it. They picked on you for it. They mocked you for it. They made jokes on you and about you, calling you crazy, calling you dumb, and calling you stupid because of the heart you have. And they thought you were sitting in the blind. They thought you were sitting in the dark. No, family, they were the one in dark. In the midst of light, they were the one that was sitting in darkness the entire time. And once God allowed you to reveal to people that you've already known for a long time, and some of y'all just sitting on information, people are going to be so afraid because they're going to understand, family, and they're going to realize that this person could have did something against me if they really wanted to. You have the opportunity to do it, but you didn't do it. And some of you have the opportunity right now to do things that are not pleasing to God, but you don't do it and you don't need to. Let people call you crazy because you're kind and you're loving and they think you don't know what they're doing. No, you know what they're doing. You just don't have to fight the way they thought you had to fight. See, they thought they were doing something big. Coming to your house. Yeah, riding in your car. Going to church with you. Going on vacation with you. Just hanging out, chilling with you. Having conversations with you. See, they thought that they were fooling you. They thought you were blind as a bat. No, you can see so clear and keen in the realm of the spirit. But when you walk with God over time, God teaches you how to use your gift. And one of the most powerful gifts that God give us is your silence. Holding when you need to hold. Not revealing when you need to conceal. That's a gift within itself. And because you did that, people thought you were crazy. Your humility is a weapon. And people thought you were stupid because you're humble. No matter what people did to you, you remain humble. That's why you're going to stay blessed more than the average person, because you're a humble person. You don't exalt yourself. You allow God to exalt you, because I'm telling you, God will exalt you in due season. if you don't faint. You can't quit. Pass your test. I pray today that you will pass your test. Your test that you may be facing right now. Pass that test. And ask God to give you the strength, and ask God to give you His strength and His grace to help you pass this test. Because when you pass the test, that means you learn the lesson that God requires you to learn. You're not crazy. People think you're crazy. You're quiet. You're chosen. Chosen people move differently. Chosen people are in a class all by themselves. You stick out like a sore thumb, and they think you're crazy. No, you're not crazy, family. And don't let anybody make you feel like you're crazy, like something is wrong with you because you don't move like they move, because you don't think like they do, because you don't hate and harbor resentment and envy in your heart against people who've mistreated you. God said, pray for your enemies and bless those. That don't mean invite them over to your house, take them on vacation. See, people get this twisted and they get all this stuff mixed up. To bless me, to esteem, to talk highly of. When God says to bless your enemies, that's what He meant. But so many people are being destroyed for lack of knowledge. Wherever you don't have knowledge about something, the devil will come in and he'll destroy your life. Just don't talk down to people, and don't talk down about people who have done the same to you, because that makes you the same as them. And you are a light and they are darkness. So they are doing what they're supposed to do because they're not of God's fold. And God is requiring you to show love and to show light. They said you were crazy. But in the end, people are going to be in awe. Just like they were with Jesus, they're going to be in awe of your wisdom. They're going to be amazed of the knowledge and the understanding that you do have. See, that's because people really don't take the time to get to know people. They didn't take the time, and they had the opportunity to get to really know who God made you to be, because they saw you as something to use. They saw you as something to take advantage of. People saw you as something to take from. They didn't look at you like a person that can benefit my life. They didn't think you had what it took. And they're not used to people like you. They weren't used to authentic people. They weren't used to people who are real. No, you are of a different fold. Let me say that. You're different. And people couldn't understand that that was a unique part of you. That's what made you special, because you are unique in your own right. They've never met people like you, who always show love, who always look for ways and opportunities to show kindness to people. That's because you have the love of Christ on the inside of you. It pays to do good. When life gives you every opportunity to do the wrong thing, don't ever do the wrong thing, because God is watching all of us to see how we're going to respond, not react. He don't want you to react. He wants you to respond always in love. You're not crazy. God is just saving the best for last. God is letting your enemies stay in the nosebleed section to watch you glow up right in the midst of their face. God's going to let your life skyrocket. God is going to let your life blow up right in the same face of the very people who tried to break you down to nothing. I want y'all to know, when people do this to you, even if they've had a poor childhood, whatever the reasons are, whatever the circumstances were in their life, don't justify the treatment that people give you if it's not good. You're not crazy. And if you stay in this environment, you're going to start believing what people say about you. You know, it's one thing for people to talk bad about you, to talk down to you. But I learned in life is what we say about ourselves, and it's what we say to ourselves that will cause us to elevate and escalate our life, or it'll cause us to downgrade. You talk well about yourself. You talk highly above yourself. But your adversaries, your opponents, these people will be in awe before it's all said and done. They're going to marvel at your intelligence and your wisdom and your knowledge before it's all said and done. The same people who said you were stupid, the same people who said you were crazy, the same people who mocked and laughed at you, family, because people would say nasty things to you, they would mistreat you, and you would hold your peace and go on your way. And they call you crazy. But before it's all said and done, God will reveal to people who you are. Your enemies are going to live to see you restored. They're going to live to see the hand of God upon your life. I want you to share this message with someone. If this is your first time tuning in, we're so grateful to have you here. A big shout out to Team Nikki G. Thank all of you for what you do to make our channel for what it is. Like the videos for me if you appreciate what I do here on this platform. Just take a second to like it and go back and look at those pre-recorded lives and those videos. Don't forget, guys, to go to the back of my YouTube page and click the links to purchase those products behind me, and click my Amazon store link to purchase that book and whatever other product that you have a right to have. Okay, so click that link to purchase that book for somebody. I love y'all so much, family. Believe in who God says you are. Nothing else. Nothing nobody else says. You believe in the person that God called you to be. And thank all of you for being spiritually in tune, because I'm telling you, a thousandfold return is coming to your house. I'm telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, a thousandfold return is coming back to you in every area of your life. Talk later.